Hey guys, what's going on? It's RC Knockout, and I'm back with another video. Now, if you watched my last video, I put earplugs, silicone earplugs into the rear differential. Unfortunately, I took it out and ran it, and that did not hold up. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it back apart because I've been waiting on this to come in the mail. This right here is a diff gear set. I think it's for a version 4 Arrma, like a Arrma Kraton or Notorious or Outcast. I think it's interchangeable between all of them, I believe. But I was waiting on these to come in the mail. I couldn't find any for the actual EXB, and I noticed the end pieces are a little bit different. These pieces, if you can see that, these little plate pieces go at the end of like the spider gear shafts. Those are slightly different. I'm hoping these ones are interchangeable. I was looking online. I couldn't really find if they were or not between this and the EXB, because like I said, I know these side pieces are slightly different. The shims, I'm sure, are different, but we're going to see. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to take the rear diff back apart, try getting these gears in here, get it shimmed properly, and then put 10,000 weight oil in it, of course, and hopefully I'll have this thing fixed. So if you guys have watched the previous videos, you'll know that my my planetary gears, I guess these are called, and my spider gears were all chipped up inside of the rear differential on my Kraton EXB. Alright guys, so I'm opening up this diff on the EXB once again. This is either the third or fourth time I've had to do this. It's getting kind of old, but I want to get this differential fixed once and for all so I can actually start bashing this RC. Because that's why I bought it to begin with. So, the thing that's going on is with the earplugs, they're still slipping in there, so I can still spin this a little bit. It's kind of hard to spin. I don't know if you can see, but so we don't want that. So, got to open it back up. So, let's see if I can get it open. There we go. Alright guys, so I've taken this package apart, or I've opened it up, I mean, and I'm looking at these gears that come with the, in that differential kit, and I was looking at the gears I just took out, and the gears look slightly different. There's silicone all over this one, so don't mind that, but the gears are different. The ones that I just took out of the EXB are definitely a smaller gear, and looks like there's more of like a little lip. I don't know if that's considered a lip or like a flange. I don't know if I can get the lighting right, but definitely different sizing. You can see that right there, that this is not the same size. You can tell from the back also. The back on this one is completely smooth and flat. This one is not. Edges are way more profound. This one is definitely somewhat chipped, but I can tell this one, the edges are way more pronounced, the teeth are. And also there's like a little lip at the bottom of this. Same with this one, there's a little bit of a lip. It's kind of weird the EXB ones are smaller for the planetary gear and for the spider gear. I find that very weird since it's supposed to be such a beefed up differential. I find that kind of odd. So I'm debating what to do. I'm just hoping that the gear, the case is fundamentally the same as the last versions, where I can put these gears in here and they'll fit and hopefully work. And hopefully I can shim it myself. That's what I'm a little bit concerned about, because I don't have a diff case other than the one that came with the EXB. I'm debating. I don't think I'm going to open this up because I got looking at the inside of the diff case. I might open it up actually just to get the shims out. But these end pieces right here, those clearly I don't think are meant for this differential. So I think I'm going to continue retaining these pieces right here. These are the backing pieces that are supposed to go on the inside of the diff for the EXB. And then these spider gears right here then go right up against them. But the thing I notice is these ones have little like grooves on the back. So I don't know if those are supposed to somehow catch, or, you know, I don't know exactly what this does in there. But this one right here that comes with the kit that I just bought is completely smooth. And the backing pieces for these look completely different. I mean, I might take them out, see if they'll work. And also, you're supposed to have some shims, some smooth shims right up against the back of these. So I'm just going to see if these little inserts will even work inside of this EXB differential. If not, I might have to go with this one. I don't know, guys. I don't really know if they're interchangeable. They might not be, but we're going to see if I can make it work. Alright guys, so I'm looking at these little backing pieces right here, and as you can see, the one that is, I assume this is for a version 4, it differs significantly from this one that is the backing plate for the EXB. So obviously this backing plate right here is supposed to fit down in here like such. You can see down there, fits nice. When I go and I attempt to put this backing plate, which I think the grooves go to the outside, because the smooth part would go up against the back of that shim and then up against the little spider gear. Oh, I think I saw online it's supposed to be the round part down. So doing the round part down, it kind of just slips down in there, and it's clearly kind of not really in there. So I'm thinking that's definitely probably not going to work, and even if I turn it the other way, you can see it just doesn't, I mean, it doesn't really sit down there smoothly. It's not nearly as wide as the other backing piece. So I think I'm going to have to scratch using these backing pieces, probably use these shims, and use these spider gears, and continue using these little backing pieces. And I'm hoping that it's not that big of a deal that these new ones have nothing on the back and they're just smooth compared to the existing one. As you can see, the existing one has those little grooves on the back, which I kind of wonder, does it have something to do with digging into this? I hope not. I'm going to just try to put as many shims as I can behind those spider gears and the planetary gear, and then just turn the differential and check for any play and try to get it as tight as I possibly can without it grinding. So that's going to be the goal, guys. So I have these little shims right here, these AR 709003, and I believe these are probably the shims that go on the EXB's spider gear shaft, because when I look at these, they're not very big, and wait, do they slide on there? Interesting. So I thought these were for the spider gear shafts, but it fits on neither of the spider gear shafts. So now I'm a little bit dumbfounded, because that's what I thought these were for. I think that's what these are called, planetary gears. Let's make sure these ones go over that with no issue. I don't see why they wouldn't. Ooh, the holes through the middle are a different size. You gotta be joking with me. You guys can see, significantly different size. Crap. That was an absolute fail, unfortunately. The hole where the output shaft comes through the gear is much larger on the EXB differential than this one. And I could attempt to drill it out, but I'm not going to do that, because that's just going to then mess with, it'll probably chip the teeth, it'll totally mess it up. I'm sure some of you are laughing at me right now, but, you know, I make mistakes, we all make mistakes. At this point, I'm just trying to figure out what I can do to get this RC running. This is a headache, guys, I have to tell you. Couldn't find any EXB ones, assumed this would be interchangeable, so if anybody else has the idea of using the ARA R310436, which is diff gears, 1 unit, it does not work. So I assume these are for the version 4. Couldn't find any EXB ones online, probably because it's a newer RC, they don't have any. So unfortunately that was a massive fail. So I just wasted 13 bucks on a diff kit with gears that are basically useless. Wish I would have known that ahead of time. That was my fault. So, I'm sure some of you are laughing at me right now, but I guess this is kind of how you learn. You make mistakes sometimes, you just try to work through them, and I'm just trying to make this thing work where I can actually run this RC, because ultimately that's the goal. The goal is to be able to run this RC. They do have one on back order, Horizon Hobby does, a limited slip, but it's on back order, so I don't know when I'm actually going to get it.